This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the Texans sideline, head coach D'Amico Ryan. His team comes in rested and ready off the mid-season bye week. On the other side, it's the Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from Cincinnati. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks. Allow your team to get settled in. Don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
You think back to the weeks leading up to the bye, Mike, and this team really was struggling. They were having a hard time finding success. They had lost multiple games in a row. So the ability to just take a step back, do a little self-scout, do a little self-accountability check, and just get a break. Get away, regroup. They said they had a great week of practice. It kind of rejuvenated the locker room, and we're going to find out here shortly whether it worked.
And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a 1st down as well.
Gain of 12. And the Texans 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
From the 48-yard line, here is 2nd and 5.
At their 48-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to have that 1st down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Texans.
They'll stay on the ground. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup there of 13. 1st down for Houston.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
He was brought down by Jordan Battle.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 16.
First down, they'll run it on the draw. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And oh, how about this early on? They block the kick. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on down. The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Open left side is Gesicki. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
3rd and 13.
They'll run it. It's over. And this sequence, not one to build on. They'll lose yardage on the 3rd down, and quickly it brings up 4th down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
This is taken at his own 30, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Down back at the 32.
They'll look to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. Well, that helps. Going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. He'll drop to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
At the 7-yard
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5.
He'll look to throw. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's 3rd down. to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. Kindly Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Texans will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second down and 6 now from the 26. The throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 44-yard line, here's second and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now he'll run it. Gain of 26 yards. First down. First and 10 at the 31. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. Here's first and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Throwing now on first and 10. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and 8.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for number 12.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals move out to a 7-3 lead.
Bengals 7, Texans 3.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Texans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll do so with first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be run out short of the line of scrimmage, so let's call it a loss of 1 on first down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Bengals offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Texans offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Bengals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up the 3rd down. He'll let one go down the middle, and that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. Here's Ryan Rico now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. A run now on 2nd down. He'll push forward for about a yard. Shamar Stewart, there on the stop.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
A gain of 7. First down, Texans.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
Texans. First down. First and goal, Houston.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Marks, and he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is fourth and goal. Kind of be fair, Barron, coming on to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are back within 1. It's 7-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, man. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. To throw here to begin the drive. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. He'll try again here. Second and 10.
Incomplete.
The tight end Fant in motion. Back to the air again on second and 10. He'll step up and run. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Talk things over before third down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Now, screen set up for Irving. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come. As fourth down is looming. This one, returnable. The Texans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They've got him. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Third and 14.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come. It's fourth down is looming. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he's on to punt for Houston.
For the Texans.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. They face 2nd down and 7.
Complete to number 1.
They'll look to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st and 10.
So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. So it is a 1-point game here at the half, as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Texans offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Houston.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Texans first down. Able to convert. It's 3rd and short, and they pick up 4.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Jamar Stewart, they're on the stop. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down.
The coverage by Texans.
He'll drop to throw. He's got it about the 8, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to change it. It's a first down. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans move out front. It's 9-7.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. Bucky Irving inside the 30. And he is gone. 72 yards. Touchdown Cincinnati. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will up the lead to 5.
14. Texans 9.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going over the middle, this one is complete to the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. Now, A two-point conversion attempt coming.
The Texans will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll try to do it with the screen. And he is not able to get to the goal line, so they stop him and not bump the lead up to 3. It remains a one-point game. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Slot man in motion right. Now, faking the give. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
34-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
22. Texans 15.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's good for a Texans first down. Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Now a give on the ground, And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard.
It's 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? Something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Flushed to his left. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The handoff is Irvin. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Open left side is Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Bengals 1st down.
Here's Irvin. Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 9.
At the 43.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd down, 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
Send a man in motion right. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete. Jermaine Burton. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Give. This is Irvin. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yards, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
A gain of 2.
They'll look to throw. Now, screen set up for Irvin. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Lucky Irvin. Touchdown to Bengals. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. D'Amico Ryan's there, the Texans' former linebacker, their current head coach. His guy's going to take over here once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 15-yard pickup there. First down for Houston.
A gain of 15. First down, Texans.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 30.
Back to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That is Frank Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
Brings up third and 10.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
The hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at their 49.
Throwing now from the gun. Quick hitting slant there. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The tight end Fant in motion. First down. Here's Irving. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. There's a receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Makes it third and 4.
There's that man again. Another pass. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
Pearson on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Texans offense ready to see what they can do. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Now a handoff, running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he won't get away. Good tackle there to get him down behind the line. 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Texans. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The Bengals offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They'll run it. It's Irvin. Up the sideline, past midfield. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And the Bengals, first down.
They'll put a receiver in motion right.
38-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10.
Really well done here by the defense, but executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
First down.
1st and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Gesicki, the man in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. The tight end going in motion to the left. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.